Hi, welcome to Sessa Studio YouTube channel. Let's draw the human figure. So there are a lot of different ways of approaching it. One, you can take a mannequin, which is about 7.5 heads long. So what you do is you take the length of the head and measure it off, which I've done, and you can see how that works. So you don't have to use a mannequin, but if you do use one, you can position in a way that a human figure would be moving. But when you're using it, just work with it so it doesn't break, because these things can actually break quite easily. So be gentle with it as you move it around and move it slowly. All right, so let's get started. The first thing you're gonna need to do is measure this off. So I did 7.5, I did the head, and now I'm doing the shoulders. And what I did is just kind of make it a block-like shape. And about halfway is where the hips are. That kind of does help to know where the halfway mark is, because then you're drawing the legs. So I'm tapering it in. If you've noticed, my lines are kind of going inward. I also am using concave and convex lines, which means basically I'm turning my line because it's like a cylinder in many forms and fashions when you're doing the figure. So you can follow along with this format. There are a lot of ways you can draw the human figure, as I said. You do not have to do exactly what I am doing, but this gets you started if you just don't know where to begin. And this is kind of a classical way of drawing the human figure. So this is an adult, as you can see, and then let me finish off with drawing the hand. And then I'm going to do what would be considered like a child. So this is about 5.5 heads, and halfway would be 3/4. So that would basically be where the hip is. And so things just kind of get shortened a little bit more, and it will look like more of a child. So if you notice, my lines again are turning. It's really helpful. I'm tapering, which means I'm slowly going in. And there's just some helpful hints about maybe how to draw the feet and how to get started with the arms and legs. But again, you can look at a lot of different ways of approaching this. Whatever makes it work for you is fine. So take your time, slow down, allow for mistakes, be prepared to erase, because it is a form of brainstorming and preliminary sketches and trying to figure out what you like and what you don't like. Great, so now I'm going to draw the arms, and notice I kind of soften the shoulders. And so if you haven't noticed already, what I first did was the head, then the body, then the legs, then the arms, and now I'm going to do the toddler. So it's the same format: head, the body, then the legs, and once you figure out where you want your legs, then I add the arms. And then finally I'll add the features to the face when I'm finished. So these are just some ideas for you to look at. Make sure you're turning your lines. Some people use circles to draw the human figure. That's fine, whatever works for you. What I do like to do is I like to kind of turn the arm a little bit, and I also like to turn a little bit for the knee. It's called contrapposto, if you want to look that up. It gives a little bit of sense of movement. So I think there should be more of a chin, a little bit more of a tapering in where the chin area is. You can do what you want. It makes a little bit more of an oval. Notice how my lines again are turned inside the face, utilizing convex and concave lines. And so yeah. Okay, so what if you like to do stick figures? This has been transformed from stick figures. So what I did was I took stick figures and then I just reshaped it. So you can watch how stick figures are actually really getting close to the real thing, and see what you think about that. You can maybe start off with a stick figure and just kind of embellish it. So do a lot of preliminary sketches, maybe draw each other, maybe pose, maybe look for images online, maybe use your mannequin, whatever works. It does help to work from life, so have fun with this. This is the human figure. So thank you so much for tuning in, liking, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Take care.